I don't talk about this often, but 2 months ago I packed my bags, took my baby, and just left. It all started when we had nowhere to live. Not the way it sounds, really. We had our city apartment and we were paying our rent in time, working hard, both of us, my husband and I. But the city made us feel things we didn't want to spend time feeling. We were way too ambitious for that. So we decided to go back to my husband's countryside. Do you want to see something?
Yeah.
You want to see something? Given the fact that there were no houses whatsoever put up online for rent, we had no choice but to stay with his parents, my in-laws. Golden hour. Hello, from the most beautiful place in the whole world. Place that is far away from the city here in my country, around 40 kilometers. And don't ask me how I combine figs with cheese. From our own tree here. When I first moved to the countryside with my in-laws, it was like a breath of fresh air. After the trauma I carried from the city, from my own life, from building my own life without any support, it felt like my nervous system finally had a moment to rest. And for a time, that environment gave me a sense of calm I hadn't known for years. But as time went on and their own behaviors surfaced, I realized I needed to protect that hard-won peace even more. When I look back, I've realized that every environment teaches us something. My childhood had its challenges, and it made me value my peace more than anything. I gave it a genuine try with my in-laws, and I respect them as people, but I felt familiar patterns of hurt creeping in, and I had to pause and reflect. Literally pause and reflect. I left not because I don't care about them or, about the countryside, but because I care deeply about my own growth and the relationships I have. I wanted to break that cycle and find a space where I could thrive. I need to thrive. It's been a while since I thrived for the last time. And in the end, it's about creating a life where I can be my best self, for me and then for others. But if it's not for me first, then it makes no sense. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. What's the update? This is the best decision I've ever made in my whole entire life. Best decision. You guys know, if you watched my previous videos, that I am traumatized by the city because many years back, I was broke. While I was trying to build an online presence to start any kind of business, okay? Back then, while I was building the online presence, I didn't know I would be able to start a business. I just didn't have anything to do, so I started posting videos talking about life. And dude, when I tell you, people started loving it here, and I turned into this Deya, the one you gotta ask questions if you have any problems in life kind of person online. While I was building my brand here, I never thought of actually working somewhere 9 to 5. Because I never worked anywhere 9 to 5, and it wasn't in me. Not in a way I don't want to do it, but in a way I can't even come to think of doing it. Like, I wish I had this option in my mind. Okay, go get a 9 to 5. Everybody does that. Please do it. You can do it too. I didn't do it. I wish I had done it, but okay, doesn't matter. Anyway, I stressed so much while I was building my brand because I made no money while I was while I was building it. I just relied on my husband. He was my boyfriend back then, and I never told him I never told him I was broke. So whenever he would go to work for a few days in a row, I'd stay in the city all alone for a few days, and I would use whatever I had in the fridge to eat. I would never go out, would never go grab some coffee because I had no money for that. He didn't know. Before we met, I was someone who had 5 salaries in a month compared to someone who lives here and works here, a full-time job. Like, I made so much money from my online English classes that I was fine. But then I was sick and tired of the classes. I stopped doing that, and then I tried to build something new. And while I was building that something new, I got Hashimoto's. I felt all alone. Oh, I had no support from my parents at all. My dad never gave a shit. Okay, he never gave a shit. So I was too proud to ask for help. That's it. Just too proud to ask for help, including my husband, and I got Hashimoto's. I got sick, very sick. So the city stressed me out. So moving in with my in-laws, it was the best thing ever. But while I was living with my in-laws, while those bad things started happening, mi amor, hoje mami svoju. Come here. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. When those bad things started happening, I just couldn't take it. So it was a huge dilemma that I was going through. Like, should I stay here or should I go back? Because at that time I was already fine with the money. I was very good with the money, thank God. Finally, I didn't want to go. I didn't want to leave the countryside, so I tried ignoring my in-laws, waking up in the morning, making my own coffee, exiting the house, having it outside without having the morning coffee with them. It used to be my favorite thing, but then I couldn't take it anymore. Not only, don't get me wrong, they were not doing something bad every morning or talking bad every day. No. It was just the way they lived their life. That's what they got used to, okay? But whenever I would witness it, it would make me sick to my stomach. So I couldn't take it. So I would make my coffee, leave the house in the morning because I'm a morning bird, have my coffee in the countryside, listen to the countryside birds, and I was the happiest. But little did I know that the imbalance of countryside and city life affected me so much, including whatever my mother-in-law was saying. Those negative beliefs and negative thoughts and negative comments affected me. So I had to leave. So we left. And now, imagine, I'm not sure if it was because of the money that the city traumatized me, or was it because, I think it was because of the money, mostly. But now the city feels completely different. It feels like I'm above the city because, I'm financially free, I'm financially secure, I'm good. That's it. And you don't have to ask about, but what about your husband? Didn't he have a job? Yeah, but I am used to making my own money. I do not feel like I am financially secure unless I'm making my own money. Because, our dad neglected us so bad that we had to fight our way through, me and my sisters. So I learned how to do that, and I got used to it, and that's my pretty much identity. You know what I'm saying? So even though I was always fine with my husband, I wanted to make sure that, whatever goes down the hill one day, I'm still fine. 6 months in, this was the best decision ever, to be here in the city. I know, this apartment, this is an apartment, it's a house, it's a 3-story house. The house I grew up in. My sister renovated it way before Denali was born, but I refused to come here because I was like, I need my countryside. But now I see that it was the best decision for my husband, me, and our son. Best decision ever. I am also anticipating the day we go back because we're finishing our house, you see. But whenever we go back, I'm going to be going back as a different person, completely different person, because I'm not going to allow myself to stay in the countryside for too long. I want to have that countryside city life balance. I still love the city life. It was just the trauma that didn't let me enjoy it because I couldn't access the city. But now I can, and my husband is making it more beautiful than ever.
Volim švicarsku radnu energiju, nema mi ništa draže na svijetu. Ništa.
For the first time ever, I can experience the city without fear attached to it. And I love it when my husband sees the parts of me that still tense up when I'm there, so he tries to rewrite those memories with new ones. What can I say? We're back. But we're not back. We're back to finish this thing right here. The house. I learned a lot of lessons, and it's not pleasant at all. I learned that, you cannot be 100% fully honest with people and expect them to be the same to you back. And I wish I just lived in the forest, in the mountains with my husband, where I initially wanted to build a house, but it was technically impossible. That's why the house that we wanted to build, that one was technically not possible to be built, so we had no other choice but to build it here. So I was fine with choosing Drežnica. I was fine. I just wish this house was located not elsewhere. I had the precise location in my head, but what can I do? It is what it is. I wish I could be fully honest with people, with them being fully honest with me. But 2026 put a full stop on that. Actually, 2025 did that. So from now on, you will keep seeing a lot of people around me in my life, but just so you know, I'm way more reserved right now than I ever was. I was actually never a reserved kind of a person, like someone who just holds back. But now I'm probably gonna share more with you here on YouTube that I'm ever gonna share with people around me and my actual life. So it's you and my husband, actually, in the end. So that's the update for now. Nobody ever said sorry to me. Not my family, not his family. Nobody ever freaking said sorry. Never. And here I am, still being kind to everyone, including my family and his family, my husband's family. I don't mind. I'm peaceful. But of course, your body wants to pull away from them once you realize that you're not valued the way you thought you were valued by them. So I'm glad that my husband values me. I'm glad that my son values me and that God values me, and that's all I need. That's all I need. So I'm just gonna be me. I'm just gonna keep being me. I'm used to people not saying sorry. That's it. But I'm not gonna ever give myself to someone like that anymore. Ever again. I'm just gonna focus all of my energy in me, my son, my husband, our life. And this YouTube channel. So I'm sitting here telling you that we are definitely 30 to 40 days away from moving in here. I am so excited about all the YouTube videos that I'm gonna do for you. I am gonna cook so much. I got so many recipes ready because cooking is my love language, music is my love language, horse riding. We're buying our son a horse for his 2nd birthday. I don't know where we're gonna put the horse, but there's my husband. I don't know where we're gonna put the horse, but we definitely gotta buy more land. We definitely gotta do that. Okay, that's the quick update. We have to go back to the city right now because I miss my living room and my own peace. We'll be back in the countryside in a few days to keep building the house, and that's exactly what I'm gonna be documenting for you. Hi, mama. Netrium! I'm gonna real quick show you inside of the house right now and what we are doing currently, and how far we've come, and then expect my next YouTube video within, I don't know, 2 weeks. I'm not gonna be away for 6 months anymore, I promise. Okay, the entrance door here, the kitchen right here, but today we installed some pipes, additional pipes. We got the electricity right this time. Now this is gonna be the dining room. My dog is there. From the dining room you're gonna be seeing the living room, and the TV wall is gonna be right there, and then the staircase right here. But there's just a lot of stuff in the house right now. It's a prefabricated house. We finished the drywalls in the bathroom. It's a bit dark in here. Okay. We finished all the drywalls in the bathroom, and this room made me feel super close to our goal. This is my son's room, and we have a lot of cleaning to do. A lot of cleaning. I cannot really take you, or may I take you upstairs right now? Oh, I cannot because, oh yeah, I can. Let me try to take you upstairs. Okay, let's go upstairs. When you come here, that's gonna be our bedroom. And when you turn there, that's where we're gonna have our coffee corner, and our workspace is gonna be right here. So, yeah. I don't wanna slip and fall. I don't know if I'm afraid of heights. I don't know. I would never say I'm afraid of heights, but the feeling that goes through my body whenever I feel like falling is kind of weird. That's it. See you in 2 weeks. It's funny hearing myself say that when 6 months passed in silence, but for a long time, every hard season convinced me that I had to disappear until I felt okay again, that I had to come back healed, happy, and whole. But life doesn't wait for perfect moments, and neither will I anymore. So this time, even when life gets heavy, even when I feel lost, or when I fall apart a little, I still want to keep documenting this life. Because these days matter too. And I think I'm finally learning that my sadness is not the end of my story.